Hey guys, Warrior Father Culture here again with another video. This is going to be on the Boo Boo kits. Last video we kind of did like an intro to first aid and it kind of went over like a general kit. This one I'm going to go a little bit more in depth to like what a Boo Boo kit is, the essentials for a Boo Boo kit, what I feel like the essentials are for a Boo Boo kit, and maybe some ideas for you. Throw out some ideas for you guys, and in the comments you guys can tell me what you guys use, and maybe you guys can give me some ideas, because I definitely don't have everything figured out. But I'll start with kind of what you can put it in, right? This came in one of our bigger ones, and it was like a bonus. It says like bonus kit, but I've pretty much just filled it with my own stuff, and it works perfect for a Boo Boo kit. And this just actually goes into a bigger kit that I had. Remember that tiered system we talked about in the first video? This is that first tier, so kind of the first and second tier can kind of mix together sometimes, but it's always good to have this that can take out, and I can just throw this in another bag, or carry this actually in my pocket. Same thing with this one. This is like a small Johnson & Johnson one. You can literally get at the dollar store, and I think they're the perfect size. Definitely carry anything you really need, in a perfect convenient package. Same thing, can throw it in a bag easily. I can throw it in a pocket. Work great. So kind of go into generally what you would put into a Boo Boo kit. We can open this one up first. I just put this around to keep it closed. Obviously, it looks a little cheap, so I don't want all this stuff flying everywhere, so just putting one of these boot bands around it doesn't hurt nothing, right? If anything, it helps. We'll start out with simple stuff. Right here, antibiotic ointment. Pretty sure there's anti-itch stuff in here too. Pretty much like your Neosporin, bacitracin, stuff like that. And it's in smaller packages, which I like a lot, because I can just take the small package out, and once I'm done with this, I just throw away the little tiny package. It just makes it easier when applying to ruthless kids. But a few of those, really important. Most of the stuff you're going to deal with, especially when it comes to kids, or even just in general, is cuts, scrapes, them falling on the pavement, them falling on the concrete, them brushing up against a fence, something like that. So you just want to make sure you're able to disinfect it and cover it, right? So that helps with keeping it disinfected, and also some alcohol prep pads. I use this, I usually use 70 or above, is what I use, just because with all the stuff going around, they talked about it with COVID and things like that, like 70% or better is what you need to use when you're making hand sanitizer and stuff like that. If it's for that, like washing your hands, when I'm disinfecting a cut, I would want something that strong as well, killing the bacteria there. Now, with that being said, there's good bacteria and bad bacteria, right? Once someone initially gets a cut, you do want to clean it, because there's a mix of both in there. You want to make sure that you get rid of the bad bacteria. While you're doing that, you will get rid of some of the good bacteria at first. You're not supposed to clean it with like alcohol every single day. That's going to take away the bad bacteria. It lengthens out the healing process, and it can actually make the cut worse. So for the initial cleaning, that's what this is really good for. For keeping it clean, that's what like the Neosporin and stuff is good for. Just a little tidbit there. And obviously, I have my awesome mixture of different Band-Aids. Different sizes. Obviously, you don't know what size the cuts are going to be. I like those bigger Band-Aids too. I just don't have them in here. The ones that are good for like knee scrapes and stuff, that kind of like cover that whole knee if you get it. Probably should throw a couple of those in here. But besides that, this pretty much has, like everything. For any cuts, scrapes, boo-boos. That's why it's a ouchie boo-boo kit, right? All fits in this nice, convenient package. Just take that boot band to make sure it stays shut. Whoop. And this will probably handle 99% of anything that you come across. Easily. Alright? A good small package. Same thing with this one. I like these better than this necessarily, and you'll see why in a second. So you open it up, and you'll see this right here. I love this Neosporin, the squirt stuff. It's just so much easier to put on a kid instead of dealing with messy ointment and all that. This stuff works great. So awesome. I have some hand cleansing wipes in here. Obviously, if I don't have access to hand sanitizer, that works good. And then I even have a little bit of gauze, more Band-Aids, and actually I'll probably just take some of the alcohol prep pads out here because I have a lot and throw them in here. So that's the only thing that was really missing. Boom! Look at that. Like it was meant to be. So yeah, again, and for a boo-boo kit, you don't really need much. Now, obviously, if you're going hiking and doing other stuff, you might want to throw some other things in there, like this next thing I'm going to show you. But look how nice that just all sits in there, and then look, boom, dollar store right there. Perfect. Love these things. Dollar store, Johnson & Johnson, check them out. They're the Johnson & Johnson first aid kits. I'm pretty sure it's a dollar store. You'll fit pretty much anything you need, and this is a good size too because you can have all this stuff in here, and then you can also throw in the little packets of like Tylenol or ibuprofen or even kids Tylenol or whatever in there, and that'll work great. Honestly, covering anything you really need, even for adults there at that point. And something that you might want to look into too is like, say if you're going hiking or you're doing other stuff, and someone that you're hiking with is prone to blisters. I got this at either Target, Walmart, or REI. Sorry, I can't remember exactly where. But you can easily look it up. Adventure Medical Kits, and it's a blister medic complete first aid for your foot. So anything you need pretty much to cover a blister is in here. You can just look on the back. It's got glacier gel, a glacier gel Band-Aid on there, 2 of them. Moleskin, which is great to also help prevent more blisters from coming. And it's got tons of different sizes of that. And it's got an antiseptic towel and alcohol wipes, obviously to clean the blister if you get it. So this is great for you going hiking, you're going on long walks or anything like that. Even camping, because if you're out there long enough, you might end up getting a blister. So this is just awesome because it's all in the sealed package and everything too. You can just throw this in your cargo pocket and you'll be set with that. So I really like this, and you can even probably open it. Everything's sealed on the inside in smaller, like the Band-Aid sealing and stuff like that. So you could even open it up and probably throw it in one of these if you wanted to. I just haven't because I like just having anything for a blister all right here. So, yeah, boo-boos, scrapes, like this is going to be the majority of the stuff that you face. Blisters. I mean, the only thing I might see that also could fall into this category too is like sunburn, so having sunscreen, but also like aloe if you end up getting a sunburn. Just kind of those main things that you'll face as a father. And you want to be prepared, obviously, for all things. That's why we talked about that tiered system, this going into a little bit bigger of a first aid kit, which you probably could keep at the campsite while you take this one out when you walk, or keep that one at the car while you take this one, or even just throw it in your bag, because even you can have an okay sized first aid kit that's obviously not that big and still cover a lot more than this boo-boo kit will. and it's not going to take up much size in your pack or anything like that. So just things you want to think about there when it comes to boo-boo kit wise. And again, when you are buying stuff for first aid, buy quality. You don't want to get the crappy Band-Aids and end up having to apply, a million of them because they keep falling off, especially on your kids. You want to get the ones that'll stick, because they will find a way to get them off. So the better they stick, the better. When it comes to the Neosporin, and antiseptic and all that stuff, just get something that actually is familiar, like the actual Neosporin brand Neosporin, or I think it's Equate actually. Let me check. Nope, it's Neosporin brand Neosporin. That stuff is great. This stuff right here, and it works awesome. I know this actually does what it's supposed to. Using it on my kids or myself or anything, I haven't gotten infected, and I'm pretty sure that's helped stop it. So really important. Just stick with name brands that work. Adventure Medical Kits, really good name brand. Anything you buy from them usually is going to be really good stuff. So would definitely check out that too. Johnson & Johnson's really good as well, and Equate's not bad either. So like those are probably the three main when it comes to like boo-boo and ouchie stuff. That's what I kind of go to. And obviously meds, Tylenol, ibuprofen. Those are kind of, across the board. I think Equate even makes ibuprofen and Tylenol too. That's a little bit cheaper than the bigger name brands. But, we use it all the time and it works just the same. So, obviously, save money where you can. But when it comes to first aid, you want to buy quality. Let me know if you guys actually like this or not. Obviously the channel's small right now, but we're trying to grow, so put the word out. If you like these videos, if you have any advice or anything that you want to throw my way, just put it in the comments and just let me know truly how I'm doing, because I really want this channel to grow and develop into something to where we have fathers coming together, making a difference, not just for each other, but for everyone out there. So I will take any criticism, and I will obviously try and apply it where I can. And any advice that you guys have, obviously I'll consider it. But I'm really thankful that I have the ability to do this, and I want to make sure we share with as much people as we can. So subscribe, hit the like button. I'll see you next time. Later, dudes.